So we're going to do a reading about a message about your ex. All right. Hi, Ling. Thank you for being first in here. I'll get you a couple cards. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and hitting that subscribe and being first. You know that gets you cards. All right, Ling, the first card you have is Cleanse. Then the Lover's card. Ooh, and Death. That's not really a good combo. Bottom of the deck is Five of Cups. For right now, Ling, it's pretty obvious. You're getting rid of a relationship for the time being, okay? That's justice. That's what needs to be done. This is going to take all your strength because what you really wanted was that union with this person. But for right now, it's got to be over for a period of time. And I think you'll accept that. You know, you're going to go through the process of grief, but I think you are going to accept it, that it's over with the situation. You're ready to cleanse your life of this person, cleanse your energy, and just start to move on, start to feel better about yourself and about things that make you happy and about what's next in the next chapter. So this is a big transformation for you. It's the right thing to do, but it is the hard thing to do. There's a lot of regrets, things you wish you would have done better, differently. This person also has regrets, but it's hard all the way around, Ling. Good luck with this, okay? Just know that it's for the better, okay? It's about cleansing. All right. Thank you all for tuning in and being here. I'm so glad you're here. I am using my tarot deck that I created myself. As you guys know, it's available on my website. I still have to send this out to a few people, but yeah, okay. So this is available if anybody is interested. It is gilded. All right. It's a great deck. There is 98 cards in this deck, so there's not 78. So there's a lot more than you would like to think. There's a lot of extras in here, okay? So that makes tarot fun when you can throw out a couple extras. All right, Spirit, please guide and direct me right now so I can pick up on my collective's ex and just see what's going on with this ex. Show me the ex. Everybody, please hit that like button. That gives me your energy exchange so I can pick up on your energy in the cards. Please hit the like, and please make sure you're subscribed. I think it's a much stronger connection between you and I in the cards when you are subscribed, watching. Spirit works in mysterious ways, and time is no concern. So even if you're watching this video later and you subscribe then, that's okay. It's all about that energy exchange. Okay, so this is going to describe your ex and the situation regarding you. And then right off the bat, just kind of what represents their energy with you. Okay. All right, and this particular section is going to represent their feelings about you. What is their true feelings about you? Spirit, please use the tarot to reveal the true feelings with the ex in regards to this message. Okay. Okay. All right. True feelings with this ex, please. True feelings. get 3. Bottom of the deck over here is I've closed down my feelings and I quit love. You might notice that this ex feels distant and shut down, quiet, and just numb. Maybe you notice that your ex is numb. Bottom of the deck over here with your ex is breaking karmic chains, karmic cycles, perhaps even breaking up in karmic relationships. Bottom of the deck here is the World card. Wow. It's over. The endings. This is it. Thank you, Allie, for the $9.99. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. May you be blessed tenfold. So your ex is going through an ending. Oh, gosh. Look at this. Death. The World. Funny, you know. Linglicious got the Death card as well and the World. I think. I don't remember just now. But interesting that this is the current vibe with you and this ex. Like, it's just over. And you absolutely know that for right now, it just feels very certain, which may be hurtful or stressful, whichever way you want to look at it. But the whole point is we are killing our karmic cycles. Let's see your person's current energy, you and this ex. I finally see what I've done. Doing some shadow work. This has a lot to say about regrets, remorse. Then we have the Chariot, moving on, moving forward. It's like, I see what I've done, but I'm still moving forward. I don't want to go backwards. And then we have choices. So this could be choosing between 2 people or choosing 2 different paths. Maybe there's multiple choices. But it kind of looks like your person has made the decision to just move on. Just move on from this relationship. Maybe you also resonate with that vibe. Maybe you also resonate with, yeah, Steph, I just feel like I want to move on. I don't want to be stuck in this connection. Death. This is the final ending. It's part of our transformation. It's part of us growing, moving on, becoming who we need to be. And I have to let the past go. I have to let this whole relationship go. 3 of Pentacles, again, moving on, stepping up to the next phase, making progress. Kind of the energy of moving forward, working with other people, getting advice, trying to do the best that you can do. Okay. And let's see their current feelings about you. So Ace of Swords, honesty, clarity, fresh new start, being honest with you. They feel like this is a painful cut, but they're being honest with you and you're being honest with them. And that's a good place to be. I'm sorry I never gave you any closure. But part of me doesn't want this to end. I do feel I need you in my life to some degree, or it will fall apart. So, okay. They're definitely being kind of, by the universe, told to move on. Let's move on. It's time to get over this. You know? Fresh new start. Get honest with yourself. And they're doing it. Death, World, they're doing it. But there's still part of them that's like, maybe I could keep in contact. Maybe I could keep in touch with the Ace of Swords. You know? Maybe now that it's over, we've cleared the air. Maybe I could text you once in a while, call you once in a blue. You know, maybe we could have a chance to just kind of start out as friends, or just kind of, you know, just start very, very little, very small, on a small scale of communication. I feel like that's what this ex wants to do, is just communicate with you. Pleasure takes a whole new meaning with you, so they kind of miss, oh wow, pleasure 2 times. Pleasure takes a whole new meaning, but also I've pleasured myself thinking about you and the intimate times we've shared. You have no idea how beautiful you are. So there is this, I miss the intimacy with you. And they're not quite sure they want to let that go. And I don't know how you feel about that. I personally would not be giving intimacy to someone that has completely moved on. Like not interested in the relationship anymore. Underneath the karmic chains being broken, we have one-sided. And then we have soul ties. So this was a special connection to you. You felt a good bond with this person. It's hard for you to let go. Hard for them to let go of you. But the karma that was attached to this person, could be a karmic soulmate, it was all about them. It was all about them. It was their pleasure, their wants, and their needs. What about you? You know? And that's what you're breaking down with this karmic cycle. The next card is... Oh my, who gets this in a reading? Do you guys see any other readers getting like triple words? Guys, this is nuts. Pleasure, pleasure, pleasured. Who gets this? Seriously, that's nuts. That is really nuts. Well, it is what it is. Your person absolutely finds joy being with you and enjoys you. You are a good time. You bring joy to this person. And maybe, even though it's over and it's like, I didn't give you closure, they don't quite want to let you go. Ace of Swords is like, I cut you off or you cut me off, or like we got honest, you know? But here's the truth. Like, I'm attracted to you. That's not enough for you though, is it? I know. Let's get into you here in a second. But, you know, this is your ex. No wonder they're your ex. It's like, it's all about them. There's some narcissism here. There's some selfishness. There is some selfishness. They do see in the shadow work what they've done to kind of sabotage all of this. But instead of like going back and fixing that with you, or like apologizing, or, you know, just, hey, can we start over? No, they're just like, okay, I messed that up. Moving on. Moving on. And while they're moving on, they're like, you still hear me? Sorry about that. I was getting a call. Do you guys still hear me? Yes, no? Okay. Oh, good. Okay, thank you. So anyways, I personally, this is just not enough. Not enough for me. They're willing to work with you again, but I feel like it's not enough. Third party situation, possibly. There's other people, friends, work. It's like you're in competition with a lot of other stuff, you know? But God, isn't it cool that we get pleasure, pleasure, pleasure? I mean, I just want you to know, as you exit this connection, nobody else did it for them like you. Nobody. Now, they've closed down their feelings. They're not interested in love. They're more interested in sex, pleasure, and passion. Maybe not even passion, because passion requires an open heart. Pleasure takes a whole, as an intuitive reader, because there's a lot more to this story as it goes further. What I foresee in the future is, right now this person is shut down. They are seeing their truth and their sabotaging behavior. At this moment, they're making the choice to just move on from love. They don't want to mess with a relationship, with emotions, or with love. They don't want that, but selfishly what they do want is sex or sexual energy and pleasure. They also want friendship. They're going to be seeking friendship because they like that connection where they can talk with someone, connect, and feel better about life. And, you know, just someone that makes them feel better. And that's you. So this is a selfish individual. If I could choose to say what this future holds is, they're going to be willing to work on this and kind of come back around to you in a new cycle, in a new way in the future. But there's a part of them that knew you and was with you that had to die. And that's the selfish part. That's the greedy, selfish, one-sided, not open to big connections part that is dying. And that needed to go. That needed to be a karmic cycle broken for their own growth and progress as a human. Like, this is the old them, you know what I mean? It's like maybe it's their 20s self, maybe it's their 30s self, maybe it's just their younger, more immature selfishness that just needs to go. Doesn't matter the age, but you know what I mean? That whole thing about them just, and they're working it out. So in the future, I see that if it's meant to be, and I see soul ties, and I see path to destiny, that in the future it is very possible that they're going to come back around to you, because with the world card, something ends and then begins, and it's like the infinity symbol. It's like it comes back around, it goes through another cycle, and with death, it is the death and rebirth. So there is something being born into making progress as a human and as a soul, just moving forward very quickly. 8 of Wands is also here, coming in with the Page of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Wow. I do think this person is an air sign. Could be Gemini, because we have Chariot. It could be a Gemini, Cancerian, Cusper, but it could also be Aquarius or Libra. I'm going to leave it open. But this person is going to reach out to you in a romantic, affectionate, flirty way. Okay? Within about 8 weeks, you're going to be getting another message from this person on, can we get together? Are you able to move on from our past? Do you think we could have a fresh start and just start out as friends and see where it goes? I do think this person is going to pop back up. Here's, my qualm with this whole guy or this whole girl thing. Pleasure. Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. It's like, why are they looking to you to give them pleasure? At the same time, they don't give you closure. They keep hanging on to you through pleasure. That's the lack of closure. It's like, it's over, we're not together, we're never going to be together again, I'm not interested in you. Oh, but by the way, can we hook up later tonight? I get off at 10. Can we meet? It's like, for what? Oh, because I would like, to pleasure myself with you. Like to share a little pleasure. And it's kind of like that. To where you're like, why do I need to do that? Why is that even a must at this point? I don't think it's necessary. I really don't. And how rude. Why are they doing that to you? Let's see. I'm going to ask another card on why they keep reaching out to you for pleasure, even though that's keeping this going and they're not willing to open up with anything else because they've closed down their feelings. Oh, they just want to escape their problems. I just want to escape the world, my work, my dog's snoring, I'm so sorry, my drama, mind altered. Pleasure for them just kind of gives them an escape from everything else. Only problem is you see into their soul because you're very intuitive. So they can't just get away with that. They're aware. They're aware that you know what's going on with them. They kind of also seek you out to be kind of like a healer. But that's what's going on. Let's get a comment about them wanting to escape with you and just have physical release in some sense, some sort of pleasure by being in your company, while saying it's over. Stubborn and flat out wrong. Keeping secrets. Not telling you everything. There's more to the situation than meets the eye. Okay, so they're going through a lot of drama. Let's go ahead and be nosy and see what drama they're going through. They're going through drama, guys. They're not looking for anything with you. They're just trying to get their mind escaped with you. They've shut down their emotions and feelings. This is their choice, to move on from a karmic and maybe even move on from you. Somehow they've involved you in that. Three of Pentacles. But let's see in a nosy way what's going on in their life that they feel they need to escape. Well, we have Nine of Wands. That's a bonus. Tired, last stand, sick of it, worn out. I'm a wounded warrior. It's been a very long journey. Bottom of the deck is the Sun. This is wisdom, enlightenment, healing. I think when the Sun comes out, you see everything. You see everything so clearly. Clear as day. That's literally the saying, clear as day. And your person feels free. And in general tarot, there's a boy on a horse jumping over a wall. For whatever reason, it represents liberation. And that's kind of why I showed this girl with the butterfly representing transformation and evolution. And then her arms open wide with her chest just bared to the sun. And the sunflowers, which to me is liberation. I finally set myself free from whatever I was in the past or whatever has been. And so the sun is happiness because it represents freedom. Under this, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the loyal knight. Slow to come, sure to give. He represents movement at a very slow pace. And then the Wheel of Fortune. Finally, there's some change. There's some luck. Finally, Destiny steps in. Yay for Destiny. Destiny steps in. And we can do something about something that's been a real big issue. Okay? We have movement because the Wheel of Fortune is things changing also. It represents the changes of the seasons, the changing of the times, you know, the wheel of the year, which is like a new year. So it's like new. So your person is seeing liberation from something that was in their life and something that they've been very tired and worn out and exhausted with. In their life, they've been dealing with a third-party situation, an Eight of Swords, trapped situation, Two of Cups, destined lovers situation, and a cleanse, as well as Two of Swords, the decision and choices, which we saw that earlier with this card. Basically. Okay, so the karmic broken chain is the Sun. Your person is done with a relationship. We even have cleanse right underneath the Two of Cups. Your person's getting rid of love. He or she still has sexual drive, urges, desires, like any person, but their heart's not open. And in their mind, Eight of Swords being trapped is an illusion. This is, I think I have to act this way. I think I have to be this way. I think I have to do what it is I'm doing. It's a must. When really, it's a choice. This could also be a choice between two lovers, because the third party does talk about that. As an intuitive reader, I would say a choice between you and the karmic. And this is, if I can't have both, I can't have any. Which is very selfish. And I think that's where we got this card from. If I can't have both of you, then I don't want love. I want to have my cake. I want to eat it. I definitely get the vibe of someone that's selfish. Happy the way things were. Not exactly thrilled about the change. Not thrilled about the ending. No. It's like, I really am not pleased with the universe and what it's doing in my life. I don't want endings. I just want business as usual. Why do things have to change? And perhaps the only consistency in this person's life is you. Again, you bring this person pleasure. They want to mind alter, escape their reality with you. And all in all, they're not fair. They're not fair. They are keeping secrets. They're not telling you everything. Let's see what they're not telling you. I want to talk and touch base. I got that earlier with the Ace of Swords. And I loved you then. I love you still. Always have. Always will. So do you guys kind of get the sense that they're fighting their own feelings here a bit? Pleasure, pleasure, pleasure. But I've closed down my feelings. I've tried to move on with the karmic, but I can't forget about you. Oh, because you're the best I've ever had. That makes sense. If you're the best, and they still want pleasure with you, even while they're with somebody else trying to move on from you, and even when it's over with that third party, They still want pleasure from you, but they refuse to open up to you. That is what we need to have answered. And again, I'm sorry I've never given you closure. So let's see. Spirit, can we please know why? What in the heck is going on here? Yeah. Why is this person refusing, I guess, stubborn, flat out wrong, refusing to open up to a relationship with my collective group, knowing that the secret is they still love my collective and they're building walls, Nine of Wands, they're putting their walls up about how they really feel, Two of Cups, destined lovers. And instead of choosing the destined lover, they're Eight of Swords, Two of Swords, feeling trapped like they have no other choice, that they cannot choose my collective because they've cleansed themselves of my collective, which makes no sense and is very confusing because they did not cleanse themselves. They're still seeking out my collective for pleasure, to escape the pain that they've been experiencing. So they have not moved on. They've tried, but they have not successfully done that. Yet they're not allowing themselves to make the decision to pursue. Now that they are free, the Sun card, free to pursue my collective, free from the karmic and third-party connection, they're still not pursuing. Please tell me why. Why is this person choosing not to do this? Two of Earth. Gosh, we've had the world, we've had death, we've had cleanse. Now we've got the infinity symbol again, like the world here on her chest. Balance, prioritization, and playfulness. So they just want to play around with you. Okay, they want to play around. They want to juggle you. They're not sure if they want you in. They're not sure if they want you out. How does that make my collective feel? Do you want to give pleasure to someone that does not choose you? Not that there wouldn't, but that they're not at this time. I mean, I'm going to leave it up to you guys. If this person calls you, which they will, because they want to talk and touch base, you got Ace of Swords, you got Eight of Wands. They are going to shoot those messages, those arrows of love. You got the Page of Cups. They are. They're going to flirt. They're going to tease. They're going to send you some kind of an affectionate message. And again, they want to be intimate and escape their drama with you. Okay? Mex, you just placed your orders. Yay! I can't wait, Mex. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you. I'm so excited. So, bottom of the deck is another earth energy. Lack, worry, and assistance. Okay? These are all reasons on why this person is not choosing to choose you. Okay? In a nutshell, like just basic is my money's not right. I don't feel good about my career, and I don't feel good about my credit or my financial situation. So I really want to balance my life before I can have that with you. And, you know, they just feel like they don't have enough. Dark night of the soul, okay? Also, a reason they're not doing this with you on a non-financial aspect is, like I said, I don't really know what I want in life. I don't know what my priorities are. I don't know who I am. I don't know what it is I seek. I don't know my purpose. I'm feeling very numb and I'm trying to figure it out. I'm going to go seek some guidance from a priest or a pastor or a friend. I need help. I need guidance. I'm lost in this world. So that's on a more spiritual aspect. On a physical aspect, I'm not feeling good. I'm overwhelmed. I'm stressed. My body hurts. I'm just trying to keep my life together. I might have to balance work and children, work and home, and I guess I have to kind of get my life back on track. So, okay, that's an excuse, because anybody, no matter what they're going through, can pursue a relationship. People in jail pursue relationships. People dying in a hospital pursue relationships. People going through bankruptcy or divorce pursue relationships. So it is an excuse, but that's what this person is feeling and doing and thinking of why they cannot, and how about will not, why they will not choose to be in a relationship with you. Again, that's a little selfish. If you drew this card in your reading, someone probably feels like they're juggling way too many priorities all at once. That can be exciting or extremely stressful. But whatever it is, it's extremely out of balance. Life is challenging your person. And they're trying to be playful, but also do what they need to do. They want to take many breaks to laugh with a friend or get some pleasure, have a good time, do something that stimulates them. And they need to make sure that when they stop working for the day, they get rest and downtime. They struggle with that. Maybe they're a workaholic. Maybe they're just struggling, period, okay? But they're feeling like they've really gotten to a place in their life where they have to tighten their belt with respect to finances. If abundance issues, which they have caused your person stress, then the angels are trying to guide your person to new avenues to manifest more money. And they can't do that if they're in the energy of lack, which is probably why they're seeking you out, because you give pleasure, not lack. So this is about being adaptable to change, multitasking, keeping their day job while pursuing a dream career after hours. It's about them balancing their work and personal life and living very, very frugally. So your person is very frugal, like bare minimum. I don't have money for extras, period. It's very frugal. That's how I live. I'm trying to get creative and get more money in my life. And so, a lot of the reason your person's shut down to feelings and not pursuing you is I want to focus on money, not love. Okay? Okay, honey, Mex, you just placed your orders. Okay, I see it, honey. That's awesome. Thank you, love. I'm so excited. I hope you get to enjoy them. And please leave a review when you do receive them and let me know what you think. Now, if I read the Five of Earth, it says, listen, they didn't need to go through, wow, this is crazy. They did not need to go through their current challenges by themselves. That's their choice. There are times when they need help, and Source wants them to feel safe asking for help. They feel like they have to do everything on their own and everything is lacking. Financial support is lacking. Romantic is lacking. Your guardian angels have invited you, and well, not you who's listening, but invited your ex to come in from the rain. Accept help and assistance from a family member or a friend who's surrounding you. This card is an indicator that they feel challenged right now, financially and physically. It's evidence that there are people around them, or at least you, as a source of compassion. You're nearby, and you could really make a difference in their life. But they don't want to choose this, okay? Because it's a challenge. This is about not losing faith. These are challenges. They're temporary. Things will improve soon. They need to review their situation and plan the next step towards the life they really want. Okay, they're being silly. This is about asking for what you need, the importance of loving themselves, feeling all alone, financial worries, and health challenges. You just want to help your person. And it's like they don't want help from you. Yet, ironically and oddly, here they are seeking you out for support, which is the same thing, but they don't see it as the same thing. They're like, don't help me with my money. Don't help me with my business. Don't help me with my kid or my kids, even though we're having a hard time. Don't help me out with my life. Don't help me with any of that. I have to do that on my own, Eight of Swords. Oh, but you know what? You can help me with pleasure. You can get my mind off of all of this. You can help me relieve some stress just by being rubbed by you, touched by you, held by you. Wow. What does Spirit want to say about that? The energy that they don't want your assistance with anything else but pleasure. Again, this is a message from your ex. Again, you get the same one at the bottom. I'm absolutely obsessed with you, obsession. They can't, you know why? Because you're the best they've ever had. That's what it said. So they can't get pleasure from anyone else like they do from you. Spirit's like, all they think about, all they want is pleasure. Pleasure, 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 pleasure. Intimate sexual relief. They're using sex as, I'm surprised the devil card's not here, but they're using sex or intimacy or sexual pleasure as an outlet away from the stresses of life. And they think that's a good answer. They think that's a good thing to do, but they're stubborn and flat out wrong. Like, you know this. You're very intuitive. You see to the depths of their soul. They know it. Spirit knows it. You know their BS. They have so much going on inside right now. They don't know what to do, which is why they're choosing pleasure, because they're contemplating. And they're so lonely. They miss you and they miss this connection, but they just want to be left alone in isolation from you. I think they feel really bad and there is some guilt there, but not enough to make them do the right thing. So there's a higher power calling them. And they're praying that you're going to forgive them or that Spirit would forgive them. And there's XV. This is the devil card. XV15. Okay? Please forgive me. So, okay. What does Spirit want to say about your guys' love connection? And then I'll get to you because I'm not going to leave you out of this. This is your ex, remember? So they're an ex for a reason. This is the reason. But they are going to reach out to you, this ex. Spirit, what do you want to say? What do you want to say? No. Okay. Oops, some of these got turned upside down. No? Okay. Bottom of the deck, your love life has been complicated. All for very good reasons. You must learn these lessons to attract the love you deserve. Okay? Because everyone deserves good love. But it's been complicated. And this, for very good reasons, exactly. Very good reasons is it's a third party, or it's been. Very good reasons is there's financial strife or physical strife in life. Very good reasons of why this is complicated, but mostly because there was that karmic energy. Next, Spirit wants to say, well, your love life is improving, shockingly. The work you've put into your improvement of self is changing your beliefs and attracting the right people. All right. So you guys are going to be working on yourselves. This person is still confused, still dilly-dallying, obsessed with you. Listen, like the facts about your ex is this. A, they're going to still communicate with you, period. Ace of Swords, Eight of Wands. I'm going to communicate. I want to talk to you. I want to touch base. B, they seek you out for relief from the stress of their life. You bring pleasure to them, okay? So you are their happy place. That's a fact. C, they are in between decisions. They have not made up their mind about what avenue in life they're going to do. They're lost, okay? That is a fact. So C is they're lost. And D, finally, they're closed off. They've quit love for now. They've built up a wall and they're just not interested in relationships. Miriam McGriffin, thank you for the $20. Oh, thank you, JKS1111 Tarot. You're so welcome. Thank you, Miriam. Thank you for that super chat. May you be blessed 10 times more than you bless people. Thank you so much. All right, so you guys have the facts of this person, and this is why they're an ex. So they're confused. This could be a recent ex. This could be a far off in the distant ex. I don't know, but this is an ex, okay? And like I said earlier, air sign is really prominent, but you know, Earth really came out. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, and Cancerian did pop out, as well as Leo, but that's what I have for zodiac signs on the X. Now let's get into you, honey, because I love you. You are my collective. You are my viewers. Let's see you in this situation. Are you taken right now? Are you dating? Are you done with love? You know, what's going on with you? Let's just see your response to the situation and see what I can pick up as a reader. What is your response to this ex? Eight of Pentacles, Nine of Swords, misery. Book of Secrets, Nine of Wands. Third party again, I shuffled. Ah, Two of Cups again, and you know I shuffled. Ah, bottom of the deck is Three of Swords, broken heart. Oh, honey. Your response to this is, Steph, let me tell you, girl. Let me tell you. I worked so hard on this relationship. I gave it everything I had. I was dedicated. Morning to night, I was dedicated. Emotionally, mentally, physically, you were dedicated to this love connection. It was very important to you, and it was a high priority. So you spent a lot of consistent years on this ex. Okay, Virgo vibes for you. Virgo, Sag, Cancerian, Gemini, Scorpio. So you spent a substantial amount of time, dedicated of all people, okay? This person only left you feeling rejected, feeling jealous, feeling lost, feeling shut down, feeling angry, feeling like you were hated, feeling a lot of doubt and pressure, a lot of sorrow, a lot of pain and stress and panic and heartbreak. into this relationship. So broken heart and heartbreak really come out, and the words are written on the wall. Not only that, you had a lot of sleepless nights over this connection, like a lot of tears and sleepless nights. You feel like this person is a vault. They have so many secrets, and you're surprised. You're kind of shocked, William Wallace, because you tried so hard to break down those walls. I mean, you gave it good to this guy or this girl. You gave it good. You gave them all the yeah, you are the best they ever had. They said it. So you gave them the right Yes, you did. You were a friend, and you were an affectionate, kind, romantic partner. You were supportive, financially as well as emotionally, and you were there for this person when other people weren't. So you thought, oh my God, I'm going to break down this person's walls, but you didn't. And you're just like, I'm shocked. Totally shocked. How could I not break down this person's walls? This doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why this person kept choosing a third party. I don't understand that, because everything we had was a great connection. It was beautiful, that they had to drag somebody else into it. Why? Where did I go wrong? What did I say? What did I do? What's wrong with me that they had to bring in a third party? We were perfect. We had it all together. Two of Cups, destined lovers. You know, it's sitting right there. And it's like, we had it all together. Then they brought somebody else into the mix. So anyways, you're a wounded warrior. And this is your last hurrah. You're just like, I'm tired. I'm worn out. And I'm hurt. I'm broken. This person broke me, defeated me, and I have, in essence, felt like giving up, although you still have this one last hurrah in you. This Nine of Wands is, maybe I've got one more try. And I'm hearing that one song, oh, who sings it? One more try, I didn't know how much I loved you. One more try, I didn't know how much I miss you. Or I don't know the words, but it was something like that. 1980s, one of my favorite songs, and I can't think of the artist. Timmy T? Is it Timmy T? One more try. Anyways, you have one more try inside of you. You're not willing to completely throw in the towel yet, but you are wounded, you are hurt, you are man down, woman down, and you're taking a long break from this because the exhaustion of all the effort you've given has just worn you down. You feel like you're grasping at straws, and maybe there's one more chance. Maybe there's one more try, but you're really hurt. And I think you're just taking some time out to recover. Let's see what you've been going through. You don't have to rebuild a relationship with everyone you have forgiven. That's what you've been going through. And you've realized you've forgiven them for what they've done to you, this ex. But you also realize, just because I love them, just because I have a heart for them, and I feel super connected, and I have forgiven them for all of this, it doesn't mean that I have to be with them. So I think you're coming to this kind of realization that you could be happier with someone else. And I know that's a weird thought, because you're like, how could I be happier? I really love this man, or I really love this woman, and I've given them everything. True. And I know you know this, but there's a part of you that's been speaking to you. Sagittarius speaks the truth. that even though you love them this much, you don't have to choose them to be in a relationship with for the rest of your life. And you're not, in other words, you don't owe them anything either. You don't owe them pleasure when they call, when they want it, when they beckon you. You're not this person's beck and call girl. You don't owe them. There, in my intuition, was a time where I felt you owed them because of the Two of Cups. There was a time you were okay being a dirty little secret. There was a time where you were okay giving them pleasure because they were stressed out. They needed it. They needed a back rub. They needed a hug. They needed your connection. So there was a time where you were like, I'm okay with giving that to them. But as of lately, no. And it's just, I don't need to do that all the time, and I don't need to be there, and it's not a must, and it's not a have to. Yeah, there was a place in time where you felt that that was necessary, but you realize it's not necessary anymore. And you don't have to rebuild this, and you just don't. So I think you're in the energy of forgiveness, but you are hereby granted permission to forgive everyone, but still be super picky about every person you let into your inner circle. Go forth and prosper. So you're just like, I don't have to let this person back into my inner circle. And that's where you've been. Like, you've hurt me, okay? And I'm not willing to get broken or hurt again over it. If there's been too many swords in your back, these swords are all in her back, and there's swords in this heart. So you've been backstabbed and you've been stabbed in the heart in this relationship with a figure of speech. It's taken you a long time to get strong. You have endured the swords. You've endured it. And you do love this man and you do love this woman, but you are not willing to participate in the further damage of your guys' connection by letting them be unsure and use you. So you're choosing a higher path. Knight of Cups. You are choosing the path of enlightenment, liberation, love, and the love of yourself, which is unconditional love. You're going to refocus on children or refocus on yourself, and that's what you're going to do.